Hi guys, how are you? I'm so happy to have you. So today I am talking about my VSG journey, and I wanted to talk about a question that was asked of me. And I know this is something that is pretty common within the bariatric community, a question that is commonly asked and we're always wondering. The question was, how do you break a stall? So today I'm going to discuss that because it's just not a simple answer. And I think it's very important to not only talk about what a stall is, but just breaking down the science of it and talking about what are some things that are really helpful. So let's get right into it. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome to my channel. And just a quick introduction, my name is Marquilla. I am a mom of four, I am a wife, and I am a photographer, a life and wellness coach, and I reside in beautiful Chicago. I recently had weight loss surgery back in October of 2021. I am down 69 pounds and counting. So I'm almost 6 months post-op. So the time you're watching this video, I'll be almost, 6 months post-op. And so here on my page, I'm just sharing my journey and my experience after weight loss surgery. I'm also sharing my journey around mental health and wellness. I'm gonna talk about, all of my health issues that led me up to having weight loss surgery, specifically PCOS, as well as having osteoarthritis. I'm also sharing some lifestyle, or will be sharing some lifestyle videos, just talking about just some parts of my everyday life. I struggle with that one a little bit because I'm a private person, but I've been studying and I'm gonna try to get it out there to you guys. But most exciting is that I will be starting a live stream show called The Whole You Candid Conversations, and I will be live streaming that here. And basically I will be doing a weekly live show with a special guest, and we're just talking about everyday topics as it's related to everyday life, or I said everyday topics. We're talking about topics related to everyday life, and so I hope you guys tune into that as well every Thursday starting April 7th at 7:30 p.m. Okay, so now that's out the way. So let's talk about it. We are talking about the question of how do you break a stall? And so I am going to share, I'm just going to briefly share what is a stall and what causes a stall or causes stalls, because sometimes you have them more than once, and then we'll break down what can we do to break a stall. So I'm promised to keep it short and sweet. Let's get right into it. So let's talk about what are stalls. Just a quick disclaimer, I am not a medical professional, I'm not a doctor, and I am not an expert, or neither am I a nutritionist. So the information that I'm sharing to you is third-party information. It is based on what my doctors and my nutritionists have shared with me or explained to me, or it's information that I'm getting from my research or from other persons or people that have had weight loss surgery as well. So take what you will with that. And I strongly advise, if you have any questions about this particular topic, to ask your doctor or a nutritionist about it to get more clarity or information on that. Okay. All right. Now that's out the way. What are stalls? So let me sit up straight. What are stalls? So the best way that I can to explain it is that a stall is basically what you experience after weight loss surgery. Your body kind of goes through this initial shock after surgery, as with any surgery. And so with that being said, you are experiencing weight loss, rapid weight loss, right? And so sometimes for some of us, for most of us, our body is just not catching up. Let's put it that way. It's not catching up with what is happening. And so it literally goes into defense mode and it shuts down. As a result of that, you would either lose weight at a slow pace, or you won't lose weight at all. Okay, so that's typically what a stall is, and I'm pretty sure that a doctor or a nutritionist will go more in detail about it, but that is my general understanding of what a stall is. Stalls are normal. It is very common for it to happen after weight loss surgery, and so if you are experiencing it, it's very common, and it happens more than once. It's not, that's gonna hit me one time, it's done. No, it happens more than once. And so you'll hear many bariatric patients and people who have had weight loss surgery talk about this, including myself. So it's very common. What are some reasons, or what are some things that causes a stall? Well, there are a few things. One being what I've just explained. Another being you might be consuming more calories than you are burning. Another one could be some foods that you might be eating, like you might be snacking more, you might be eating more food, you might be eating too many sugars. A really interesting thing that I heard, protein can cause weight gain and slow weight down. Can slow down weight loss. So you might be taking in too much protein. Again, talk to your doctor about that. That's something that my doctor said to me. You might not be drinking enough water. It's very hard to get in the 64 ounces after weight loss surgery because we just don't have that. We're not at liberty to, gulp. We have to sip. The desire to drink water might be lost. And some of us might not have liked water to begin with. And so water is life after weight loss surgery, and you're drinking it all day. So there are some challenges around that. And so a lot of people, it's very hard for them to get in that 64 ounces in a day. So that can definitely be an issue. So those are some of the things. Also exercising. A lot of people still don't exercise, or you might not be getting in enough exercise. So these are all different factors that could cause stall, or slowing down the progression of weight loss. So that is what a stall is. So let's move on to how do we break a stall. So I feel like this is a very complicated answer because, again, I'm not an expert, and I feel like things work differently for everyone, but I did put together a few little things that I have used for myself, that I've known other people who have had weight loss surgery have used, and some things that my doctor and nutritionist has recommended. So how do you break a stall? Okay, so let's get it out the way. Number one, one way is following the calorie deficit method. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's the best way I can just title it. But this is something that people follow, even people who haven't had weight loss surgery. This is something that you follow. Now, I am not well versed in this method, but so do your research. But this is what it is. Is you're basically eating and drinking fewer calories than you would burn. So if you're burning 800 calories a day, and so you want to eat less than that. I think that's what I want to say. I did look this up on Google. So I did see a diagram, and basically it was saying Katie, she ate 1,500. She consumed 1,500 calories in a day, and she burned 1,000. So she stored 500 calories. That's a calorie deficit. So that was a good example of what a calorie deficit is. So take that with it what you will. So do your research on that, but basically in general, that is what a calorie deficit is. If you raise your calorie deficit by changing what and how much you eat, you can raise your calorie deficit by changing what and how much you eat and exercise. So I guess it just determined on body weight, height, and all those things. You can kind of figure out how many calories you need. Now, let me say this: when you're a weight loss surgery patient, your doctor is going to say. Now, I found out this is not the case for everyone who has had weight loss surgery. I did not know that, but for me, to speak on my experience, I was specifically told that I can only consume a certain amount of calories in a day. Okay. And I was given a meal plan that I could follow as a guide to help me stay on track with consuming those calories. And so that's what I pretty much follow to help me stay on track and, eat those amount of meals and stay within my calorie requirement or deficit or whatever have you. And when I exercise and I burn about a good 500 calories a day by exercise. Now, I don't exercise every day, but I burn about 500 calories the days that I do exercise. So, yeah. So there you go. So, you do have calories that you want to follow. So that is very helpful in, maintaining or losing the weight. Okay, or breaking a stall. So sticking to the calorie deficit or sticking to what you're required to consume in a day as far as your calories is very helpful for you breaking your stall. Okay, so let's move on to point number 2. All right, so this one is drink more water. So water is so important. Drinking more water can assist you with losing weight. And that, again, this is also helpful if you haven't had weight loss surgery, but we're specifically talking about weight loss surgery. So your doctor will tell you this. My doctor have said this. My nutritionist has said this. This is why it's so important that we get in the water. Not only is it important for us to drink in, to try to get to 64 ounces a day to prevent dehydration, because it's very easy for us to become dehydrated. Oh my God, I said that in my last video and I was like, what the heck? It is very easy for us to become dehydrated. But yes, so it's very important to get in at least 64 ounces a day within your, as far as water. And so if you are drinking those fluids, it can definitely assist in helping with you losing weight. So drink your water, sip, 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 since we can't gulp. And then here's number 3. So this one is just exercise. I highly recommend this, that you implement exercise within your daily routine. I get it. I don't exercise 7 days a week. I try to at least exercise 3 days out of the week. So my goal is to do 5 days, and for most of the time I do get in 5 days of working out. So I definitely recommend implementing exercise within your daily routine, at least 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be anything strenuous or intense. You can definitely walk, go up and down stairs for 30 minutes, whatever works for you, just to get yourself moving. It definitely helps with the weight loss. I've lost more weight exercising than not exercising. So I highly recommend that. That can definitely help with breaking a stall, is in implementing exercise into your daily routine and just bumping it up a little bit, like maybe doing cardio, HIIT, or strengthening. One of the favorites is doing weight training. So just incorporating that. A lot of people find that weight training is much easier than doing cardio. So I definitely highly recommend weight training as well. And you don't have to pay to go to the gym if you can't afford it. You can go on YouTube. There's many free videos available to you to do exercises. And the goal is 30 minutes. So that definitely helps with the weight loss. And number 4. So this one is a little bit controversial. And the reason why is because it is praised by the weight loss community, the weight loss surgery community. But then I have seen some nutritionists say it's a no-go. So I thought I will just share it, but take it with a grain of salt. I do not promote it. I always recommend that you talk to your doctor a medical professional or a nutritionist if you go to a nutritionist about it. So that's why I say I don't promote it, because I don't know, everyone's body is different. So with that being said, let me just get to it. And that is the pouch reset. So if you are experiencing a stall and you're like, you can't break it, I know a lot of people within the weight loss surgery community who does the pouch reset. And basically from my understanding is it just consists of you just like starting from day one after weight loss surgery. And that is, pushing liquids. And they don't do it for like a week. I think some people do it for a week, but like I know most people have said they just do liquids for like a day or two, and then they just bump it up. So they go like puree, soft foods, things like that. So I'm not sure how long or what the duration is for each phase, but basically they're just like starting over with each diet phase, to my understanding, and that kind of gives their pouch the reset that it needs to help them break the stall or lose the weight. Like I said, I don't know if a doctor or a nutritionist backs this. I have seen some conflicting comments on this from nutritionists. I have not seen a medical doctor speak out against this, so I don't know all the facts there. So if you are thinking about that, definitely ask your doctor. If you have done it, I would love to know what your experience is, and if you have more knowledge on that, and please share that in the comments. But I will say this: I had COVID after Christmas, and I didn't have much of an appetite, and I was basically just drinking liquids, water. And so I would do like the Crystal Light, and I would do like the protein, just as if after I had surgery. So I did do that because like I said, I didn't have an appetite to eat much food, and then whatever food that I ate, just like literally just because I was, like I said, I had COVID, not to be TMI, but it literally just came right through me. So it was very pointless. So I didn't even have a desire to drink water, but I knew like the risk of, becoming dehydrated and how serious it was. I didn't want to be in the hospital. So I pushed those fluids and I added protein to my drinks, and I would do like the Crystal Light. And so I did that. And after I was still sick, but during my recovering phase of the recovery part of COVID, I lost about 15 pounds. And then I lost after I was better, I lost 3 additional pounds. So I say that to say it could work. Take with that what you will. So that is all that I have regarding breaking the stalls. Like I said, if you are in the weight loss community, weight loss surgery community, and you have more to add to this, please add it to the comment section. If you have any questions, please add them to the comment section, or I would love to know more. Like I said, if you have something to add to this, I would love to know more, because like I said, for me, I've experienced a stall. I've lost a good amount of my weight within the first 3 months, and then I want to say month 4, the middle of month 4 and 5, it's just started to move slow. And so I was told hey, you are expected to lose 8 to 10 pounds, and I was losing 5 pounds. And so mine is slow and steady. I don't beat myself up about it, but it can be very discouraging, because you're like, hey, but I should be moving and I'm not moving. So it was getting discouraging, but I just have to tell myself this is common, this happens. But also I know there are things that I need to readjust as far as what I'm consuming around calories. It is definitely calories for me. I struggle with that. And if you're just starting out in your journey, you'll see that once you add more foods into your diets, you'll definitely have a challenge. And so, it's a challenge. But yes, that is all that I have for you guys. It is always a pleasure to come before you. And like I said, if you have any questions, pop them down into the comment section. I appreciate you guys. And then until next time, goodbye, guys. Have a good one and stay blessed.